In my studies to become a global educator, I'm going to work at helping the students that come to me for either inquisition, meaning they're inquisitive about the barber beauty industry, those that want to learn a workshop or a skill, and those that would like to become licensed as a braider. Okay, I have a certification program that I created to help entry-level braiders get certified, entry-level locticians get certified, and young barbers, male and female, that would like to get into the barber industry become certified as a braider, but also have the skill set of a barber to get their feet wet and be able to work inside of a shop and know sanitation, but also know how to operate your own business. Okay, these are for young entrepreneurs that want the skill set of a barber, a braider, a loctician, or a natural hairstylist or makeup artist that wants to open up their own business or work in a shop and pay booth rent or have their own suite. Okay? It's called the Hair Braiding Boot Camp for hair braiding, the Barber Boot Camp for barbering, the Short Hair Boot Camp for short hair, the Six-Figure Sew-In for doing sew-ins, and I interview up-and-coming business owners and entrepreneurs on my TV show called I Can Get You Fly and TextureTalkTV.com. Okay? If you would like to book me in order to be on my show or to take any of my classes, go to my website, www.stylistjohn.com. My contact number is 314-359-5499. Okay, so on the road to becoming a master educator, there are some classes that I have to take. Okay, I'm going to work at reading the chapters out loud on camera to prepare myself for teaching students globally. Okay, I'm going to take it section by section, read it thoroughly and clearly to make sure that when I teach that my students can hear me clearly and they get the visual representation of what I'm saying. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is 34 pages long. And I'm going to start off by reading the key terms. Chapter 1, the career education instructor, the objective. The objective is, after reading and studying this chapter, you should be able to list the qualities and characteristics desired in a master educator, list the key concepts in time management and event control, practice the strategies for building self-confidence, adopt steps for independent action and self-control, implement the actions for self-motivation, develop enthusiasm, practice the steps to develop a winning personality and positive attitude. Critical concept. Master educators unfailingly practice and model all the qualities and characteristics required for success. So, I'm going to practice and model all the qualities and characteristics required for success. Qualities and characteristics of a master educator. Teaching requires dynamic, conscious effort on the part of the educator, whose basic function is to facilitate learning amongst the students. Teaching is an intellectual experience that demands the ability to invent, adapt, and create new techniques and procedures to meet the changing demands of the learners. In order to be effective in the role of educator, certain qualities, characteristics, traits, and skills and practices are very essential. Because educators are also human, contrary to what their students may think on occasion, no two educators will exactly be alike. However, they will have learned that possessing certain qualities aids their success as an educator, whether they are teaching in the classroom, in the laboratory, or in specially developed classes for a varied audience. The profile of master educator will vary depending on an individual's strength, weakness, abilities, and attitudes. It may even change from one group of students to another. Qualities of a great educator cannot be reduced to a single list, but rather create a collage in which the various roles and characteristics of educators are combined to achieve the ultimate goal of success with learners. Roles of a master educator. During your career as a master educator, you will find yourself filling the role of motivator, coach, mentor, friend, disciplinarian, peacemaker, negotiator, arbitrator, nurturer, and entertainer. In other words, you will find that to fill the role satisfactorily, you must be a well-rounded individual. The classroom is a business-like environment wherein learning occurs and knowledge is born. It is also, however, a place where adults interact on a continuous basis through verbal and nonverbal communications. The educator who is knowledgeable in a variety of subjects will be more interesting of a role model and educator to students. Take the time to ensure that you have interests outside of the classroom and that you can converse confidently about people, places, and events. This life balance will serve you well both as individual and as educator. Research was conducted across the United States regarding the qualities and characteristics and the personality types that managers and directors look for in educators. They hire as well as the qualities of students look for in their teachers, as discussed in the following sections. Loyalty to the institution and its mission. This is one of the most frequently cited characteristics that managers and directors require in their educators. Educators expect, employees expect loyalty in their employees. You become much more valuable to your organization if you practice unwavering faithfulness and allegiance to your institution and its purpose. Why is it loyalty is important? The predominant goal or purpose of the institution cannot possibly be accomplished if every member of the team within the institution is not working faithfully to accomplish. Employers need to feel confident that you have at all times the best interests of the institution and its students in mind. Your purpose is to be consistent with that of the institution. Your actions and your performance can do no permanent harm to the school, even if you make mistakes. If your purpose is consistent with that of your institution, your actions and performance can do no permanent harm to the school, even if you make mistakes. If, on the other hand, you're not faithful to your institution and harbor ill feelings for your supervisors or for the school itself, a great deal of irreparable harm can come